The All Saints Anglican Church in New Amsterdam will be celebrating its 177th anniversary tomorrow. More details in this Wednesday feature by Michael Kahn.
Tomorrow, June 30th, 2016, the All Saints Anglican Church will celebrate its 177th anniversary in the town of New Amsterdam. Under the stewardship of many distinguished priests over the years, the parish remains a landmark in a rapidly changing town which has seen the erection of several new edifices in recent years. Anglicanism began in British Guyana many years before the consecration of All Saints. In the early days, Anglican members known as the Church of England and Episcopalians used an old Lutheran chapel to worship, but as the years progressed, there was a growing need for an established building. Although the land in New Amsterdam was identified for 3 years, it was until 1839 that the construction and physical development of the church took formation at lots 9 and 10 Main and Trinity Streets, New Amsterdam, under the priesthood of Thomas Redwar. History tells us that on June 30th, 1839 at 11 o'clock, the Bishop, the Archdeacon of British Guyana, the Venerable William Percy Austin, was met by the door by the rector, vestry, and building committee, and they proceeded to the altar, where the usual formalities of presenting of the petition having been gone through, the bishop commenced the consecration service. Over the past 177 years, the All Saints Anglican Church has been the place of worship for hundreds of Anglican families. Amid rehabilitation and repainting, the original outlook of the church has been preserved by its members. The famous stained windows of St. George have been replaced with modern glass. However, the signature round stone tomb of Christ with a human-sized statue of Jesus lying in the tomb remains at the northeastern section of the building. Prior to the consecration of the parish, there were 5 officiating ministers and rectors, namely Francis Whitfield, Richard Austin, Thomas Rowland, and Thomas Redwar. Following the consecration of the church in 1839, Thomas Redwar served until 1842 when William Seeley took over the leadership for 23 years. Francis Wyatt succeeded Seeley and was followed by Francis Austin, Thomas Farrar, Walter Hurd, Walter Andrews, William Moody, David Dufus, Ernest Jones, Henry Gregory, Romney Patterson Weir, Robert Gray, Martin Heal, Leonard Luca, Derek Goodrich, Kenneth Livesey, Sidney Thomas, George Spencer, Archdeacon Randolph Reynolds, Father Rory Honeygan, and current priest Garfield Devilier, who is elated to follow in the footsteps of his distinguished predecessors.
After 177 years, the church building still stands, but with major repairs, especially to the roof.
The modern-day parish spontaneously caters not only for the spiritual needs of the community, but also its educational, social, and recreational requirements.
The All Saints Anglican Church falls under the Diocese of Guyana. The day-to-day management of the church is headed by the priest and the vestry. The priest is the pivotal role in the church, decision-making in the management of the church.
It is important to note that one day after the consecration of the church, the British Guyana, now the Guyana Police Force, was formed.
As a priest, I am still working along with the young people and also the Brotherhood organization to be more vibrant.
Those who are members of the All Saints Parish are heirs to a great heritage of Anglican work and witness.
I would like to extend greetings to the members of All Saints Church for what they have done so that the church can continue to grow spiritually and physically. I would like to say thanks to all who have helped in some way or the other to maintain this remarkable structure of the Church of All Saints.
The All Saints Anglican Parish is a true blend of ancient and modern in the best Anglican tradition.
In terms of making changes in our churches, and what I like to see happen is that we need to form what we call cell groups so we can visit members who are not coming to church on a regular basis, the sick and the indoor members, and encourage them that there is a place for them in the Church of All Saints. I know it's a challenging task, but I'm still trying to do my best so that the church can continue to grow from strength to strength.
The land on which the church stands was purchased from Charles Hollingsworth in 1836 for the sum of £4,285 sterling. However, there are a number of prominent families including the Ganpat Singhs, Ho Youngs, Allens, Bechus, Rambarans, Archers, Henrys, Odines, Chungs, Steeles, Kings, Kendalls, Dundases, and the Bridgemohans, who all contributed towards the development of the parish over the years. Michael Khan, Channel 8 News.